president of IFMA for this year, and it's our pleasure to bring to you this program. Glad to see so many friendly and faces here. It's like old home week. It seems like there's a lot of people here I haven't seen in a long time, so good to see you. We have a few presentations and announcements before we get started, and we're going to start with David Suter on a foundation update and presentation.
Welcome everybody, sorry for the delay. This last couple of years we've been trying to, as a chapter, get more involved with the IFMA Foundation, and actually 2 years ago we invited them to the golf tournament, which was the first time, and that worked out really well. And one of the things we've been doing for the last 3 years is donating to a scholarship to allow a student who's going through facilities management come in and get awarded a scholarship to help them to advance through their school. This year, number one, we're just so thankful that all at IFMA is coming here to San Diego in 3 weeks, but one of the things that we wanted to do as a chapter was to do a little more this year. So we have a check for $10,000 that we want to give to the foundation, and we have two representatives from the foundation here today. And so we have the foundation chair, Kenton Miller. And the foundation second vice chair and IFMA fellow, Nancy Johnson-Sandquist. So we have this wonderful check right here that we would like to present to the foundation.
I need a picture of this.
Yeah, you do. This is good. Ken can't pocket it.
Good.
Thank you.
So this, we went through a whole process to pick who the scholarship, who was going to get the scholarship, and the student, her name is Patricia Secor, or she goes by Trish, and she's actually in Santa Ana. And the interesting thing about Santa Ana is that there are not a lot of facility management degrees in California. So to find somebody so close was a great blessing for us. So Ken would like to say a few things about the foundation.
We get no money whatsoever from IFMA. So we have 18 people on the board. We have 5 on the executive committee, Nancy, myself, Tony Keene, and 2 others. And we spend a great deal of time trying to find funds for scholarship, for our initiatives. You may have heard of Global Workforce Initiative. We started it about almost 2 years ago, January, and we realized that there is a shortage of workers in the workforce. Our first estimate was 3,500 people in the U.S. are retiring every month, and I think it's a much bigger number. So we're attempting to reach into the schools, the K, into the elementary schools and the high schools, and get them to start thinking about facility management early. So this helps a lot with our initiatives. We appreciate all the support that the San Diego chapter has provided us. We enjoy working with John and the Doug Underwood golf tournament, which is in 2 weeks, and I hope you're going to put a plug in for that later. Yes? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So our biggest fundraiser is typically the gala, which is Tuesday. I believe it's like October 3rd. Love to have you there. I believe the venue is called The Park. If you do the full registration for Our Workplace, it's included in that, but love to have you. And I'd like to just pass the mic over to Nancy. She's got a book that she's releasing.
Yeah, also regarding the Foundation Gala, Tony Sariano, who's here today, is doing a small surf shop. He's bringing boards and it's a surfing theme, so it should be a great party. And there you will also find a book that, believe it or not, Diane, a lot of you know Diane Colsabine, who's been here. She and I co-edited this book. It'll be available, actually 50 boxes land in my garage on Friday. And it's very exciting. It's called Work on the Move 2. And it has many different authors that Diane and I have worked with, as well as 23 case studies in the back. So this is a re-release, this is a new version. We came out with Work on the Move, the first one 3 years ago, so we're very excited to release it. Also, I'll be doing 4 sessions, and one of those sessions will be Diane and I talking about the book, as well as other technology issues. So we all hope to see you here. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you.
So just to clear up all this, is there anybody in this room that does not know what World Workplace is? Raise your hand if you're willing to raise your hand. Not that you're going, Jessica. Do you know what it is? So anyways, in 3 weeks from now, World Workplace is coming here to San Diego. It's IFMA's biggest event every year. So we can expect over 5,000 facility-like-minded people here in San Diego. And the great thing is, you know, we do this luncheon once a month and we have other events, but this is all of IFMA. Again, we are one community here in San Diego, and this is bringing everyone around the world coming to San Diego as a bigger community of the facility management profession. So great opportunity. You've probably received an email from me inviting you and giving you some hot links on where to go and how to register. A couple of things I'd like to say though. There are many volunteer opportunities. IFMA International, you know, they're a small group and they come and put these big shows on, but they need volunteers and they want local chapter volunteers. So if you could help with check-in, you could help with between the opening remark session to the expo, there's a march and it's just, you know, guiding everybody to where they're going to go. There's a lot of opportunities, but if you're going to volunteer, you do have to register. There are educational sessions on Thursday and Friday, but Wednesday and Thursday is when the expo floor is open, and that's when there's going to be over 300 vendors there. And the expo is free, however, you do need to register for it. You can register on site day of, or you can go online to register. And if you go to our beautiful new website, there are links to World Workplace on how to register. So a couple of other things going on. Besides the great educational programs, and I really ask you look at those, and even if you can sign up for a day, and I believe we still have a couple of grants, 1 or 2 grants left if you want to sign up for that. Again, that's on our website. The welcome reception, we are taking over the USS Midway. I've been talking about this for several months. This is going to be a great party. When IFMA throws a party, they throw a huge party. So we'll have the whole flight simulators, the whole thing up on the top deck. There's going to be a band dancing, the whole 9 yards. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And then also, there's this thing called the court party. Everybody been to the court party before? Yeah. Okay, it's something. So anyways, that's happening on Thursday night after the West Coast reception, which is all the West Coast chapters, California, Washington, Oregon. I think it goes all the way into Utah, into Colorado, and then Hawaii all come together, and we're having that at the Fox Sports Grill, and you can register for that online. But the court party, and Barbara Kavanaugh, with her hand up right here, if you want to get a ticket for the court party, because you can't just show up at the door, you can go see Barbara, give her your card, and she will get you a ticket. I'm also going to be sending out another email on Monday, reminder for World Workplace, and there'll be a link on where you can get that ticket also. But remember, you have to get it. You can't just show up at the door, but it is a great time. Also, the Tuesday before World Workplace starts, because the event is usually Wednesday through Friday, is the Doug Underwood Golf Tournament. And our own John from SDG&E runs that, and he's been running it for how many years now? 10 to 12 years now. Great event. I almost got to go this year, but I got too many other things, responsibilities with World Workplace going on. But I think there's still room to register. Yeah, it's going to be at Steel Canyon, so I highly recommend. If you can't go to World Workplace, go to one thing. Just pick something. I mean, they haven't been here to San Diego for 10 years, and it'll probably be another 10 years before we see this again. So take advantage of everyone being here. So.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, and on the expo floor, the San Diego does have a booth. It's in aisle 1600. Lydia and Amy and Sherry and the team have put this thing together. Again, we're going beach. Not saying what it's going to be, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you stop by there.
And we need volunteers.
And
so
volunteers.
Sign up to volunteer. We gotta come. Volunteer. It's going to be a blast.
Let's give David a hand for saying World Workplace so many times.